Welcome back to Potato Craft. I'm Solo XO, and today I have good news. Replay mod is back. Yes, sir. It updated to 1.20.1, so now we can do cool stuff with time lapses. But before we get to that, I want to show you. Remember the pig that I showed you last episode that was out there swimming from the island towards the barge that was out in the middle of nowhere? Well, good news. I made him a home. So now he lives on the barge. His name is Wilbur, and he's the water pig. Hi, Wilbur. Do you like your new home? Yeah, he does. Got a nice cover here to keep him out of the rain. And then when it's nice out, he can come out here and roll around in the mud. He loves it. Very nice. Let me go ahead and show you what the barge looks like now. Slowly expanding. What will be next? I have no idea. So, I'm happy for Wilbur now. So in today's episode, since we have replay mod back, I want to build. I want to build in our new area and finally start our kingdom. So as you can see, I made an ugly little area right here in the middle. Remember that the hill's where our castle's going to go, and I want a town to kind of encompass this area. And upon looking at this more and measuring it, this area is a lot smaller than it originally looked to me when I was flying around. But it's fine. We're going to use all of this area eventually. But then I also want to expand out this way. So if the castle's on this hill, we can have an entrance coming down this way and expand over to here. And then an entrance coming down. I kind of picture it snaking down this mountain to over here. But let's not waste any more time. I want to build here. First, I got a lot of resources to collect. So let's go. Alright, I've got a lot of resources here. Hopefully it's enough. I don't know. But 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Man, oh man, have you ever tried to squeeze a 9-hour building session into a 3-minute time lapse? It's enough to worry about my computer just dying. It took just as long to render the time lapse as it did to build the thing. For 3 minutes. Hope you liked it. But anyways, I think the building was worth it. Look at it. Look how perfectly it sits in between this valley. It's our start of our medieval kingdom here that I don't have a name for. So any suggestions, leave them in the comments. But I was having a hard time figuring out where I wanted to start with this build. So eventually I was just like, I need to just start building. So I decided to start with the middle, the town square, the town center, right? So this is like the busy place. You can imagine that some of these buildings are shops with people living above them. A lot of through traffic to get to different parts of the town come through here. Yep, I'm happy with it. I wanted to go with uniqueness, I guess. I don't know, variety in the builds. So this is actually like 18 or 19 buildings, depending on how you count them. And I want on each of them to be different. But not only different, but different floors, right? So we can imagine this was built over time, and the residents or the shop owners or the citizens of this kingdom just kind of built with the materials that were available and that they liked at that time, right? So it got built up, it got built, everything got squished together. Some people liked red, some people liked more of a bluish purple color, others like sandstone, brick, and it kind of created this hodgepodge of style, I guess, or color or look that I think really works together. And I imagine the whole city's going to be this way all throughout here. I've got a lot of terraforming to do to make everything fit right. Like this whole thing's got to be shaved back and made to look nice. I had to build out the cliff over here, so I got to bring that down and clean that up. There's going to be roads going around this as well, so this is to expand too. And there'll be a whole nother section over here that'll all be connected. And I picture this whole, at least in this area and up through the valley, is going to be like cramped together like this with roads in between. So you can imagine it's a thriving city that is very popular, so people have migrated to it and moved into it, and over time it's just become more dense and more dense. You can imagine like a city like London or New York or one of those cities that are more like London, which is a lot older than New York. But over time it's just become this sprawling metropolis with everything packed on. And this is like a medieval version of that. But what can I say about these buildings? The interiors are not done, but all of the areas, I believe, are accessible, except like one or two of them. I think those two aren't accessible at the moment, meaning I can't get into them from the outside. But other than that, I think everything has stairs and ladders. Some of them are connected together. A lot of them are really small, like this. Some of them are connected together, and others are bigger, like this. So you could actually move into them and do interiors and stuff. This one's actually pretty big with different rooms. Not all the ceilings are done. I don't think I have a lot missing blocks. I like triple checked a lot of things to make sure I didn't have a hole, because I know as I did leave out some stuff. One cool feature is like this is tailor made to be a bakery, this building here. Because if you look through there, we have a chimney up there with the smoke coming out in this oven here. Yeah, it's supposed to be a cake sitting right there. But I don't have the stuff over here to make a cake. A lot of soot on the ground from ash coming in and out. Yeah. It's really cool. So that's the only one that has like a job title now, right? An occupation that is moved in there just because of the oven sitting there. But I think eventually over time we'll do some of these interiors. We'll put up like item frames and signs and hanging signs and stuff like that to bring this thing more to life. I just couldn't be bothered to put in more time, or else this video would take another week to come out. It's took me 9 hours to build. It's making this episode. I'm on like the 4th day, I think, of making one episode, which is the longest I've spent on any episode so far, which is fine. I don't mind. I think this episode has turned out pretty good. Birdie said she likes the village. She likes all the flowers and the colors and the variety. So let me know in the comments what you all think. Next episode, as usual, I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll find out then, I guess. But until then, have fun!